And this is an EWTN Bookmark Brief. As you can see, I'm joined by Teresa Tomeo from the Catholic Connection program on radio. I get to talk to her each week on that program. Hopefully you're listening. We just finished speaking about her latest book, Listening for God, Discovering the Incredible Ways God Speaks to Us, available through the EWTN Religious Catalog. Teresa, tell us, what is this book about and why did you put it together?
I put it together because I want people to know that God, Scripture says that every hair on our head is counted, and it really is. And He knows everything that we're going through, and He is reaching out to us. We just have to be open to it. And I think if people stop and think and really read some of these beautiful stories, I have some in there about my own experiences, but Al Cresta, Steve Ray, Joan Lewis, and other well-known Catholics, and some not so well-known Catholics, but faithful Catholics. You can see how God uses different circumstances, not only to get people's attention, but also to bring them closer to Him and in a stronger relationship with Him and the church. And it can happen through Scripture, it can happen through a song on the radio, it can happen through meeting a stranger at a train station, as my husband and I did once, out of the blue. It can happen in all kinds of circumstances, but we need to be aware that God is always trying to reach out to us. And I call those God-sidences, and listening for God is all about that.
Do you think, is God always speaking to us and we're just not listening, or how does it work?
I think so. I mean, from my own experience, I talk way too much. My husband says I write books so I can talk more. But no, I think He's always reaching out to us in a number of ways to show us how much He loves us. Not only maybe through something theological or religious, but it could be through a sunset, or it could be through an experience, or it could be through someone coming up to us and saying something to us, maybe giving us a piece of advice that was something we were thinking about. So yeah, I think He's always speaking. I just don't think we listen as well as we should.
Right. Have you ever had God prompt you in a direction that was totally different than you were thinking you were going to be asked to go?
Oh yeah, that's my whole life story. He's telling me, yeah. At one time, I actually almost heard an audible voice in my whole reversion story. I was still working in the secular media, and I was getting very frustrated with what I was seeing. And I actually thought I heard Him say, I can't use you in the secular media anymore. I mean, it was so strong. I stopped what I was doing and turned around expecting to see Him sitting at my kitchen table eating a salami sandwich. That's how strong it was. And that's when He was starting to move me out of the secular media. And He didn't give me all the answers at once. He gradually took me out and then showed me a different path.
I'm assuming that was Italian salami, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Maybe
Speaking
some
with
capicola, some, supersat, whatever.
Teresa Tomeo, Listening for God, Discovering the Incredible Ways God Speaks to Us. Look for the entire interview on demand and airing on the network soon. Look for the book through our EWTN Religious Catalog, EWTNRC.com. All things Catholic. Check it out. And thanks for stopping by this Bookmark Brief. We hope you'll see you next time. Thanks.